Subscribe or you'll be visited by the toll troll. Being a teacher is the hardest job. Henschel, next thread. Pharmacist. Nurse. Sewage anything. Higher tier manager of anything retail, but not high enough to set your own hours and screw around. Crypto guru. Satan is real and his greatest tool is the internet. Imagine being a fetish artist and not having that fetish. Dive welders, forgot the name but they have an insane rate of injury/death. Pornstar. Pretty much any prestige job heckin' sucks. It's not the workload but the people around you are inevitably backstabbers and social climbers. Being a teacher is the hardest job, not high paid, and the biggest problem is how soul-crushingly boring it is. There's a reason education is stacked with low IQ. Imagine seeing your lame face shrink on social media spurging about how they hate you. Working in civil service as a data analyst. £35,000 per year. Huge pension contributions. Probably have only worked 10% of the hours I've ever been in this job. Done heck all for the past week. No one notices. Doctor, lawyer, unless back-ended big firm and can hide from work. Realtor or any client-facing sales. Cop, politician, any client-facing trade, nearly anything in the arts. Basically every job sucks except back-end IT work from home gigs, firemen in small racist towns, trades where you only interact with your co-workers, pro athlete, movie/rock star, maybe mastering engineer. All the fake jobs women have are pretty cozy, but even if you faked being a woman to get one you'd have to work with women and will be among the first to get replaced by AI. A friend of mine got a degree in social work and has been a licensed therapist for a few years now. Since the pandemic he pretty much exclusively works from home during Zoom calls. Other than that he drinks crap beer and listens to punk music and plays games of various kinds, vidya/tabletop. Furry art is not all that it's cracked up to be. Either you have that fetish and can please all the putrid demand or you eventually burn out and can't make that art anymore. Either way I do it and my money goes exclusively to funding my Peepo bags to make sure I make enough money before AI art replaces me. Are you all illiterate? Teachers, pharmacists, cops, even most lawyers are not high paying. Any job that requires a long commute or to work in a big city is not worth it. Dentistry must be, they have highest suicide rate, it's like something crazy 10% or something. Very high stress job and you can't screw up at all otherwise patients bleed and complain. Back pain and wrist pain, etc. and corporations push them to rush the patients. Medical doctor have pretty high suicide rate too. It's perhaps from working long hours in hospitals or it's just the A-type personalities that go into that profession that have higher tendency to develop depression or something. Programming is a sucky high-paying job. But if you really like it and do it mostly from home it's probably not that bad. Airplane pilot is pretty sucky job. You need to wake up 4 a.m. to get ready to fly. High stress job. Law jobs work long hours, high stress jobs, banking work long hours in big cities, it's no life job mostly. CPA. A year left on getting a job as an esthetist. 180K starting for 40 hours. Drug abuse job hazard, but other than that things are tight. WTF, that's funny, that's literally the easiest job in the world. You literally just sit there nodding up and down and scribble stuff on a piece of paper. The hardest job though is probably electrician lineman, I don't know. I got memed into being an actuary because I studied math and read all the Forbes/TV Newsweek job rankings. The golden days are over, don't do it. Any low-level manager jobs at Amazon. Link footer. I heard being a veterinarian is crap and I believe it. Need to do a ton of med school. Deal with silly owners that are clearly not caring for their pets. Put animals down. Deal with sick old animals in general. All the animals you work with at a given moment will be gone or dead in 10 to 15 years. Work long hours because there aren't many. Veterinarians. Been a dev and I heckin' hate my job. For me, absolute worst was door-to-door sales for Oxfam. Commission only, coming to people's houses, that's how desperate I was back then. If you have life laugh loving parents, appreciate them.